welcome to the MDL. My name is NomadCasts, and this is Show.Rising versus Luccini Gaming, the final matchup between these two in the best of 3 series to see who makes it on to face SG and who is going to stay at home. Love to say go home, but we're not actually going anywhere, so that wouldn't make any sense. I was about to say it, but I'd do it. Anyway, I'm derailing very quickly, but we have a draft already. But before we talk about the draft, I would like to talk about the games which have been. So in game number 1, it was Luccini's victory. Was relatively convincing. They took a couple of hits here and there. They lost a couple of team fights which they shouldn't have. But in the end, they did manage to pull it together and beat T-Show. T-Show have 100% Jug. Well, they picked Jug in both of their games so far. And it might not be a third time round, maybe. Gotta see if Luccini ban it. Well, they actually ban out the Beastmasters. So, yeah, game number 2. Show.Rising, they came back with a vengeance. They had some very, very strong lanes. The back of a Sanking, Ancient Apparition, and Silencer lane. Silencer ended up getting 32 in 20 minutes. I mean, it was brutal. He wasn't even the carry. He wasn't even the carry, but things got wild. And T-Show, they just tapped out in 19 minutes. They were just done with it. Like they didn't want to climb that hill. They didn't want to suffer that anxiety, that stress, that boring, slow slog, which may even lead to the enemy. They had a gyrocopter, they had the comeback potential, but I guess they just decided to call it. There you go. So, into game number 3. New match, new strategies, and Luccini have first picked Doom Pugner. Make of that what you will. T-Show, in response to this, I just want to look at the bans in response to Doom Pugner, because what does that say? And apparently they're just going to ban out the high agi carries in the PL and the Morphling.
10 seconds
I don't really know why, honestly. Maybe they're pretty good at avoiding the Chen. I'm not too sure. They're 2 escape agi carries. I'm sure there's some link why they chose to ban them both out, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I just can't figure it out right now. Picking the Doom into the Venomancer, or picking the Venomancer into the Doom more like, is interesting. Because if you Doom a Venomancer, he is useless. So we probably will see this Doom going for the Blink. And now we see a Dark Willow coming out on the side of Luccini Gaming, so a lot of magic damage on their side right now with the Pugner and the Dark Willow. And also Doom with the Doom obviously does quite a lot. Meanwhile, T-Show, they're
5 seconds remaining.
well, they still got another pick to come. Their push is looking very good right now. Their team fight's looking okay. So the Dark Willow, she's probably going to be played as a 4. You've already got your offlaner in the Doom. And Esprit picked up by T-Show, and now the Lycan coming out from Luccini Gaming. Okay, we've realised what's going on here. It is push, push, push. Push it to the limit. Don't look back. Just keep them pushing. I like the chat here. Ooh, put all your money on Luccini. Just go, full send. No, I'm not telling anybody what to do with their money. I don't condone betting of any kind. The bettors can do what bettors do. We just watch Dota and enjoy it competitively. So Show.Rising, what do they respond to this? They now, well, I mean, I'm sure they realized before, but picking a push lineup into a Chen and Venomancer, these are quite good anti-push heroes, but they need some wave clear. There you go. That's some wave clear. Good job, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I'm actually mic'd into the side of Show.Rising, so they can just hear what I'm saying and immediately pick whatever they need. So, 2 bans left. Luccini Gaming, what will they want? I mean, they've got this Doom, they've got this Pugner, and they've got their Lycan. They're looking for their 5 support now. It's very weird to see a team picking a 5 support last, but they have it. I reckon they're going to want something along the lines of... Shaman would be too greedy. They want a... There's a hero. Rubik is too greedy, despite the Nullfield being really good this game. Actually, Nullfield would be really good this game. In either mode. It's fantastic on both sides.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know what Luccini want actually as a 5/5 pick. I guess there's plenty of options. We'll see. Show.Rising, they are looking for their either mid laner or carry. I mean, they've got a Venomancer and a Tiny. They can lane these 2 heroes anywhere they want. Probably don't want to have the Veno versus the Lycan, because Lycan can just use his wolves to kill those Plague
Radiant
Wards.
team pick.
It's the Batrider. Coming up for T-Show. Gonna get banned out. I wouldn't have liked the Batrider. I think they need a 5 support. Does that mean it would be a Pugna 4 and a Dark Widow 5, or a Doom 4 and a... I guess they could run the Doom as a 4.
10 seconds remaining.
That's not bad. Especially just a Doom on legs anyway, but his other skills are
5
kind of
seconds
useless. And
remaining.
I guess Devour means you've always got that sweet, sweet ward money. I don't know. Alright, T-Show, final pick. What are we thinking? What's in store for the T-Show boys? I don't know. I'm not going to try and call this one. I'll tell you it would be super greedy, but I'm actually kind of almost expecting now from Luccini. Troll Warlord. I know T-Show really likes to play the Troll. Actually, they're probably going to pick up the Troll. I reckon someone's going to pick Troll. That's my only call for this entire draft. I'm sorry, it's just making calls in SA is incredibly difficult. Well, they're really running down this reserve time, maybe using it to discuss a little bit. Has been a fast draft, but
Luna.
okay. So they're gonna go for the Luna pick. Put the Venomancer mid and the Tiny Elf lane, maybe. Ooh, Luccini, that's so greedy though. That is so greedy. And they have no lockdown. Luccini have lost this game. No, that's too much, but Jesus, at least that. Okay, I mean, Lycan is gonna go mid. Terrorblade is gonna go safe. Madara's gonna go off lane. Pugna, Willow support. The only stun they have is Bramble Maze and Infernal Blade. I mean, Jesus, guys. I guess the Pugna and Dark Willow can kill stuff, but they're gonna lose their lanes, I think. Because T-Show, like, they've got the Chen. What do Luccini do when a Chen runs at them? I mean, I guess they can devour them with Doom. And they can Decrepify and... God, Lycan in the mid versus the... Looks like it's going to be Venomancer. Yeah, that's going to be okay for Lycan, actually. He doesn't mind that too much. Then you got a Terrorblade safe lane with those two supports. They can't offer him a whole lot of protection. I'm not sure how this one's going to go down, guys, but my money is very, very thoroughly in the hands of Luccini this... Sorry, in T-Show this game. I think Luccini are just so greedy, my god. So it does look to be the Pugna in that 5... Oh no, Dark Willow in the 5 position and Pugna in the 4. Yeah, as I say, you got a root in the Bramble Maze, not a stun. Keep in mind, doesn't stop you casting spells. Most spells. What else can you get? What else can you get? There's nothing else to get. Oh, man. I mean, Infernal Blade's not a stun. It's just not. What does it do? Like... 0.6 second stun. That is their team. That is their entire lineup's stun potential. I'm not being stupid here and missing something, am I? I guess, okay, you can devour a creep and get a stun that way. I'm sorry, guys. Meanwhile, on the side of T-Show, you've got the boulder, you've got Lucent Beam, you've got creeps from Chen, you've got the Tiny as well, so more than happy with that. Now, Dara, he's going to walk into a lot of heroes here, may have to find himself running out while he decides to level that Scorched Earth. Nice Bramble Maze. Is it enough to keep him alive? I don't think so. Luna finds the last hit. Oh, Dark Willow was able to sneak in and get himself the rune, though. Just Chen throws some harass into his back. Meanwhile, Esprit coming up, but will miss the roll, and she's just going to TP herself out of there. Yeah, sorry, Cursed Crown is the spell I missed. That is a spell. That is a stun, I guess. Cursed Crown does, yeah. 3.5 second stun is a long time. Okay. That's something, but still, the delay is just not going to be useful for stopping people casting spells. Meanwhile, Rhea coming into the middle lane, sorry, into this bottom lane with Poison Sting versus a Pugna. That's... well, you can already see he's playing very defensive. As the damage from Sword, just a lot of harass taken there from that Venomancer. So let's think about Roshan. On the side of Luccini, they do have pretty okay Rosh. You got Lycan, so he's always pretty good at Roshan. And then the Terrorblade can help out as well. Terrorblade's only managed to get 1 CS so far. Yeah, yes, he is farming. Good, good. I was going to say, is he actually even farming here? I don't even know. Roll in to the Doom, Madara. He was just trying to jungle, man. So yeah, it's a 4-position Doom, I think, and the Pugnish is in the offlane by himself versus the Veno. This is very interesting lanes. I'm interested to see how this goes for Luccini, actually. Oh, rolling at top. They're going to find Anito, but he's very difficult to bring down. He's just going to run under the tower. Now the Cursed Crown comes out. And Bramble Maze as well, going to force Spirit to make some interesting repositions. And now comes the Doom, and he's got the Stomp available. And there's those stuns we talked about, and they do find the kill onto Dunhao. I take it all back. They got all the stuns they need. Yeah, Terrorize as well. It's also going to be a factor at level 6 to disable people and stop them casting spells on you. Oh, jumping in. Doing the damage. Anito's dropping fast, and with the damage from Chen, they will bring him down. Meanwhile, Madara just getting involved. Roll forwards from Dunhao. What can he do? Madara is going to drop. One more hit from Dunhao. Does a job. Jericho getting low as well, and with the rock, maybe they actually dive the tower for this one, but Luna's not convinced, and now that Bramble Maze coming out, Dunhao gets a kill, but he is going to die for it, but that is worth. Southpot from Mandy. Gonna help him get back. Meanwhile in mid, Freak, he's got an... Oh, no, never mind. How dare I take my mind off top for 1 minute. As 444 goes down on the Chen. And, Sword just, going fishing for some runes. Rhea, he's having an okay time in this bottom lane, but the Pugna is really the dominator here. Infernal Blade out onto Mandy. Once again, we have this violent, vicious top lane. And there comes the stun from Jericho. And now with the reflection as well, it's a lot of damage. Cursed Crown forces Mandy in a weird direction. They're trying to deal damage to Madara at the same time. With the Lucent Beam, they will find that kill. Now Dunhao gets involved, trying to bring down Jericho with a penance. The little centaur trying to chase her down. And I think Jericho will drop here. Yes, she will. The Cursed Crown comes out. What does it matter? Mandy's already done the work. Top lane very much going in T-Show's favor right now, I would say. Luccini, I mean, they've got a couple. Let's have a look at the KDA. It's Luna with 3-0. Spirit with 2-2. Yeah. And they're going to roll into the Terrorblade as well. Now Dunhao finding... Oh, they get the stomp on the Chen. And this tri-lane will take another kill. As Mandy is now 4-0. Yeesh. This game is looking difficult. And I said they would have weak lanes. I didn't quite predict it being this bad, but there you go. Madara getting rolled upon again. They are still going for this Doom. They don't care, but the Cursed Crown out onto the Earth Spirit. And now the Bramble Maze on top is more enough to keep him still. Oh, turns out Jericho is very good at locking people down with the Bramble Maze and the Cursed Crown combo. Avalanche onto the Lycan, but I mean the problem is it costs a lot. Like, she's going to be running around with not much mana this game. Luckily she's been popping off those salves. 140 mana for the Bramble Maze and 100 mana for the Cursed Crown. Oh my god, Death's in the bottom lane as the Metamorphosis Terrorblade comes in. Does kill Rhea, but can't find Dunhao. What's your image available? There's just blood all over the place. I mean, we're 5 minutes into the game, and we have had 14 kills. Oh, Madara wants to make it 15. It's going on to Dunhao here. And Dunhao is just going to have to play around with him for a bit. In comes Mandy, though. Madara could be in trouble. There goes the Lucent Beam and the Rock and the Roll, keeping him still. But now the stun. Oh, the Centaur's Tooth Stomp from Doom keeps them both locked down. Top lane, the Willow is now solo. I'm wondering if they're going to punish this. They do have the Shadow Realm available, and Rhea takes residence in the top lane now. We are at mid. J-Marie. Oops, sorry, we had it on net worths. J-Marie on 25 CS, so whilst on the side of T-Show, the Tiny is doing very, very well. Every other lane, they actually were losing in CS, but then again, this Luna's got a bunch of denies. Loads and loads of denies. And loads of kills as well, so... They're actually looking for a kill onto Mandy here, but Mandy just running straight into the tree line. She's got those boots. She's pretty fast, trying to eat through the trees. They will find the Doom. In fact, trying to turn it around. Mandy living and turning it around very quickly. The Puckner going for the life drain onto Mandy here, but she will interrupt him with a Lucent Beam, and the hit from Freak brings him down. Ooh. Up at the top lane, Rhea. You gotta have someone in this lane versus the Venomancer, otherwise he's just gonna keep on pushing. Uh-oh. J-Marie is stuck, and he doesn't have anywhere to run. He's actually popped the ultimate, but he's just gonna die to creeps. Chen gets a kill and dies for it, but that's fine. Madara could be in trouble. In comes the rock, and it does connect. And there's a mini rocks coming in. Look at the mini dooms. Oh my god, this is such an epic fight between the Mud Golems and the big doom. And he's gonna get himself denied. The mini doom doesn't feed the spirit. Thank God. Ruin everything.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Curse Crown is out. Mandy just kind of juking it around the tree. Will get decrepified. I don't think they go for this kill though. They knew how badly it went last time. And also there's an eclipse on the table now. They know this, but they will take the tower. So
Radiant's bottom tower has
Luccini finding things. Jumping onto Jericho, the stun is out as well. Doom cannot find that Curse Blade. Yes, he can. In downs the Infernal Blade. The Life Drain as well. They find the cleanup kill onto Dunhow. This extremely greedy build from Luccini is all of a sudden not actually being punished that much. Even J-Marie's doing alright. Let's pull over to the net worth. So obviously Tiny's having a fantastic game. He will be able to blow people off. Blow people up. Oh god. Quite easily. Especially, I mean, like, the Puckner's got no defense to this. And look at this tornado. He's just getting ruined. Jesus. Wildwing Ripper doing work. You have to Curse Crown it. Knock that off. Thankfully, it's got a 50-second cooldown, so it's not going to be constant. And then the bottom lane, they find a kill onto Madara. The ulti was used. No surprise it's there. It was only a matter of time before that happened. Freak just pushing down this middle lane. He's found himself that illusion rune. Rotations are coming in, and the ulti pop from Lycan. They're actually trying to find this kill onto the Tiny. He's got the avalanche available, will use it, but does get netted up. This is going to make surviving very difficult here. He's going to need some help, but in comes Dunhow, exactly the help he wanted. Will he survive? I don't know. There's a life drain, but it is interrupted, but it doesn't matter. He goes down all the same. Now Dunhow, can he get out of this one? He's got the roll available, but he is holding on to it. Just wants to juke for a bit right now. Luna coming through the back. Throws down that stun, but she doesn't have a whole lot else. Wants to kill some wolves. Meanwhile, middle tower taking a beating now as the Puckner moves on to his next target.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And Luccini poking spells, but I think they want to get out here as Jericho might get left behind by his team. There is no real escape for him right now as he is going to pop that Shadow Realm, but yeah, he's just trying to make his death last as long as possible there.
Top tower is under attack.
So Madara, he's still looking for his level 6. He hasn't really found it yet. There's 4 position Doom. Quite low down on the net worth, but he's always got that Devour to use, so he's using the Wild Wing for now, but
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, 3 bonus armor is really, really nice versus Luna. So Tiny, what are you building? He's going for that Shadow Blade. He wants to go and slap some fools. How good is Silver Edge this game? Not really very good, I don't think. You will disable Feral Impulse, that is true. And any passive which Doom has, it's less than good. Not too sure what's happening. I guess he was just holy persuasioning something. Avalanche being thrown out. This Luna is getting mighty far ahead, and she's actually a very good hero for dealing with a Pugner as well. Like, Pugner can't really life drain her. She's just going to turn around and Lucent Beam. Decrepify, you're just going to get Lucent Beamed. You know, Decrepify is just a really bad spell versus Luna. And, yeah, Luna's got a lot of tools for dealing with a Pugner. Admittedly, she's not got a huge health pool, so those Nether Blasts will start to take an effect on her life, but other than that, Luna's pretty happy. But doesn't want to lane against him for sure, but in fights it's going to be pretty nice. Now they're actually going to put the Magnetize onto J. Marie here, but I don't think he's poisoned enough to actually die to this. Gonna need to chase him down a little bit further, but the roll into the trees, they do actually find him. Needs some right clicks. Does he have a stun? He does not, but they do have the toss, and then the Lucent Beam to follow through. Mandy gets a kill. Wicked sick now on Luna. 4-7-0-5. Mandy just had a dream lane, dream start to the game. Pugner is doing well as well. Somehow, it doesn't look like they're drawing even on net worth, but I guess it's got these full Aetherlets. Okay, so yeah. Pugner's finding farm, but I mean, it's a Pugner farm versus a Luna farm. One of them's going to get you kills, one of them's going to finish the game for you.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Luna's farm potential is ridiculously good as well. I mean, the problem is, like, yes, Luccini have the Terrorblade, they have the Lycan, and they have the Doom. And also Dark Willow and Pugner are pretty good late game as well. Like, these are all great scaling heroes, but you're going to have to try and balance the farm out between all of these heroes. And, I mean, looking right now, things are looking weird. Obviously, there's Jericho, it's the hard 5 this game. Not going to be taking farm, just going to be just supporting. But then you've got, like, Madara and Lycan, who are just kind of... I don't know. They're trying their best, but Pugner's actually taken over a front place. And this is a tower effect, right? They've taken 2 tier 1s on the side of Luccini. Sorry, on the side of T-Show. Going for a tier 2 now. They've taken 2 tier 1s on the side of Luccini. But they've been pushing up right down the lanes. I mean, they were going right down into the lanes, using every space of farm they got, and just being a little bit more efficient. So despite... Oh, Chen actually dropping up in the top lane. They found him. Doom was used. Yeah, just using the map more efficiently on the side of Luccini, but yeah, Mandy not able to keep ahead, surprisingly. Despite the 15 kill advantage, and maybe this laning phase didn't quite go as well for T-Show as it should have. Chen once again rushing that medallion for the anti-armor with the Luna and the Tiny. That'll be very useful. And he's got that Shadow Blade coming out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So Roshan, who is that going to go down to this game? I mean, Luna's got good Roshan potential, and they have the anti-armor on the Chen and the Chen creep, so yeah, they've got really good potential on the Tide T-Show, and the Venomancer, of course, with the wards and such.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Smoke up. Jericho and Gemarai. The 2Js looking to maybe find Dunhow here, but this is not a kill they can get. They realize this. Now a haste rune. I mean, that's just greedy at this stage. He's got an ultimate. He doesn't need a haste rune, but he picks it up anyway. And we do have a quick pause out from J-Marai. And what we notice now is Luccini is stacking up in the bottom lane. In a nice neat line. They got Terrorblade. Behind him is Madara. Behind him is Sword. Behind him is Jericho. And behind him is J-Marai. So, J-Marie, sorry. And they're all kind of coming in this nice big line down here into the bottom lane. All converging on the Chen. And Chen does not have a TP available. I'm wondering if he's going to use Holy Persuasion on his creeps, but where are his creeps? That's not his creeps. Oh, he's only got a Siege creep and a Centaur, so Yeah, that's not going to save him. Maybe the Centaur stun will help out. I don't know. G is cooled. What can they do? They're actually going to back off in the end. Hang out. Maybe consider going for another lane. Now Pugna. Wait, let's just see what the Luna's got quickly. Oh, she's got Mask of Madness and going for the just the Dragon Lance, not going for the full Hurricane Pike, which is good. And then going for the Manta. I like that. I respect that. It's good decision making. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh, I should just explain the Dragon Lance is super good this game because you don't want to get too close to the Terrorblade. Sunder doesn't have like an amazing range. Like it's close enough, but if you can just kind of get away from him, and you'd have to be that close to attack him in the first place, and that is useful. Also, of course, when they're in melee form, and you know, against 3 melee cores other than the Terrorblade, he can transform into ranged. You want to be able to kite, and the Dragon Lance allows you to do that much more efficiently. So yeah, go for the full Manta. That'll help her purge off Decrepify, I guess. Pretty much it, but it's still a really good pushing item as well. Oh, roll forward. Like it's going to try and pop the ultimate, but they blow up Sorth very quickly indeed. Trying to get Gemini as well, but won't quite be able to. But meanwhile, yeah, that's just the creeps going down to the Eclipse, and Jamery works its way out of that fight. Meanwhile, at bottom, the Shadow Realm hit comes into the Chen. Chen could be in trouble, and Ray is just going to get TP'd out of there. So Chen says, leave me behind, gone without me. And Ray is screaming, no! He's teleported away against his will. All he wanted to do was save his friend, but Chen, the noble sacrifice for himself, but he's back in 10 seconds, so who cares? Meanwhile, Luna is being super annoying with this push, and look, they found him with the avalanche, tossing him up into the air. Madara could be in trouble here. Yes, he is going to fall down. Mandy on a monster kill now, 8-0, one more kill away from godlike. Can they kill this Luna? I think the answer is probably no. It's Sword coming very far forwards here. There's a couple of heroes nearby, but there's also a lot of Luccini heroes that they do try and fight this. Rock coming through. Beautifully done. Going to catch all the Terrorblade illusions. Oh, the TP out and the Fear cancelled. This is a kill onto Luna. This is a big one for Luccini. Buying themselves space. Getting themselves more time into this game. And I have to say this draft is working out very well for them. The Terrorize coming through instead of the Cursed Crown there. They do have a lockdown potential. And here we go, a big Terrorblade army marching top. Is this an illusion ring he found? It must have been. Yep. That's lucky, that's fortunate. And going for the Manta next as well, nearly has it as well, in fact. May well even beat the Luna to it. Will we get a Manta style finish off? No, she didn't. So Terrorblade going to get there first, and that was 725 gold going the way of the Terrorblades. That is going to come back to bite them. And yeah, I mean, look at him. He's the first one to hit 10k gold advantage. Luccini, they're going to bring it to the late game, and that is when they have the advantage. They are just trying to delay here, and I love this Pugna pick because of that. They pick 3 greedy heroes, right? Doom doesn't need to really be in lane, so you just use the Pugna to push out lanes, and then everybody else can farm, and that's been working for them so well so far. If you pick yourself a 2 greedy team and you can't take any out of towers, then you're going to find yourself falling behind objectives very quickly. With a Pugna, this just isn't happening this game. It's working for them. It is working for them. What do I know? So unsurprisingly, the Necronomicon is the next stop for the Lycan. They did manage to take top tower on the side of Show.Rising. No surprises there though. They've got the Chen, so they've always got that annoying pushing power, and of course Luna is just a completely insane pusher. And she's one of these heroes. I mean, they both got them though. They've got the Lycan and the Luna, both of them. If you lose a team fight, you're going to lose an objective to these heroes. They are going to take your objective. If you get the Luna into the base with her tier 3s down, and those bouncing glaives inside your base is just ruinous. Absolutely catastrophic. And if Terrorblade walks up this hill, he will die. Look at him. Look at them. They're so tempted to go. They're actually going to run. They're going to get the roll onto him. Magnetize as well. He does have the Sunder available, but they do stun him up and keep him locked down. But no, he gets the Sunder off. Oh no, that was really bad. They couldn't find the last hits. They're actually trying to run away too soon. And now the Doom coming out onto the Luna. Bugger's trying to keep him, brings him down. Now done how he's going to drop as well. The Bedlam ripping through everybody. Raya trying to get away. Just throws down a banana as he's teleported out of there. Nice little taunt. Blink away from the Tiny. Maybe he's gonna live. And Chen gonna be surviving as well. So in the end, only losing one, but maybe a whole lot more than that as they run into Roshan. And look at how quickly this Rosh is gonna fall. You have a Lycan, you have a Pugna, and you don't have a medallion, but they don't even need it. The Necronomicon creeps, of course, doing their job, and Jay Marie's not even interested. He's just looking around the Rosh bit. He's off-seas, as Terrorblade's gonna be taking this one up. We're at a turnaround from Luccini, from a terrible laning phase to no gold advantage. Look at this net worth graph. Well, this is the final match we were hoping for in this best of 3 series. Luccini, a little bit unconventional, but my god is it working. They pulled through the laning phase and now they're getting away with a lot. Terrorblade is so farmed. I mean, sacrificial Pugna, sacrificial Lycan, and sacrificial Doom, not common to see. Not common to see at all. In fact, the Doom's not really an option. He is literally playing 4. He's just using Devour to keep up with farm mostly.
I'll take that.
But the Lycan pushing out lanes and also has that Necro available. You know, that's going to get him money later on if he does find those towers, find those buildings. And Pugna, I mean, yeah, you do want to find some net worth on your Pugna early on, if you can. But the levels are more important, and he got level 12 very quickly, and those life drains have been helping them out in the fights a lot. So, now we have the Aegis. What do they want to do with it? Are they just going to sit back and farm with the Aegis? Because I feel like they're actually okay to do that. Like, just respond to ganks, not really... T-Show are pretty miserable right now because they needed that Aegis. It was so important to them. In fact, I even would have suggested if they had them to buy back for that Aegis.
Coin of the realm.
Well, and Freak had such a good start to this game. So slight criticism here is that Freak had an amazing start to this game and did nothing with it. I mean, he wasn't ahead of the he was ahead of the Luna for a while. Now he's gonna get doomed up. And they have the sight. They got the Cursed Crown. Nope. This is.
I suppose murder's not an honest living.
Oh dear.
Invisibility.
I mean, Venom had a decent lane, but Venomancer is Venomancer. He always struggles to really be dominant in games. But he's just gonna farm up with his wards, keep hitting creeps. Oh, bottom lane going hard with the Eclipse onto Sorth here, but there's a Terrorize. Only going to land onto the Spirit, who's running in the correct direction anyway. Shadow Realm out from the Dark Willow is going to help us survive here. And in comes Terrorblade. He's got this Aegis and he's not afraid to use it. And this will cause Show.Rising to back out. Oh, J Marie just farming up. He's got this level 3 Necro. He's got the Helm of the Dominator, so probably looking for the Boots of Travel now. And he's just going to be that annoying split pusher, I think. Every time a fight goes on, he's just going to run and push towers. Or he can run and kill people. It doesn't really matter. I mean, Mandy's doing his best to farm up. Oxtrine Core is the next choice. Got to find a way to deal with that Doom, and that is the choice. Also stop the life drains coming through. Could be useful. Just the Blink Doom is such a threat for Luna. Although he doesn't have the Blink, he's got the drum, so he's just run in and Doom. Still a threat. And somehow this Doom's managed to find himself a full pipe. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, T-Show just haven't punished this greediness at all. Hope they don't commit too much onto this guy. Yeah, they know it's not real. This Doom shouldn't have been allowed to find a pipe this game. You should have shut this guy down. Dark Willow's even got phase boots.
Go for me.
Nearly a full Aghanim's up on the Pugna. Excuse me, this is getting ridiculous. Although, I mean, I say that, but net worth-wise, it is actually T-Show doing better, like, overall. They got a 1k advantage. Their Luna is very fat. Venomancer has a lot of items, and he's going to be able to use that Hurricane Pike to initiate. With the Pipe of Insight, going to keep him alive a little bit longer, and the Solar Crest on his Luna, probably. Nice items to have. You're more tiny. Yeah, he has items, but they're just not making them work. They're not fighting right now. Just because of this Aegis. Maybe they're just farming up as much as they can so that when this Aegis it does run out, they know they can come and fight them. How much longer do we have left on the Roshan? Okay, so you got 13 seconds left on this Aegis. I think. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Nailed it, guys. Nailed it. I know Roche timings. So yeah, now maybe we might see some aggression coming out from T-Show. So I know this when this Aegis is going to expire. No tier 2 left down here. They have been pretty good at taking towers on the side of T-Show. In fact, they've done better than everything. It's just that one fight they lost, which lost them Roshan, and Luna could be in trouble here. Oh, she gets sent back by the Chen. Okay, never mind.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So, Tiny. I mean, yeah, when you pick Tiny, you want to be able to gang stuff. You want to be able to kill stuff, and he just hasn't been able to do it. Oh, full scatty up now on the Terrorblade. This guy is farmed. This guy is like farmed. He's got items. Yep, Pugna's found his Aghanim Scepter. This may well be actually Luccini wanting to go here. Oh.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
TPs are forced in top, but Sorth needs to be careful. They just dropped the Eclipse and the Avalanche as well. They do find this kill, and nobody is here to avenge the Pugna. Pings are out, but they don't really want to keep pushing here. Luna gets sent back, and everybody's just the Chen on his own. Won't get caught out, so they find a free kill onto the Pugna. A bit of damage, tiny bit of damage onto the tier 3, but they get out. I don't know though. Like, I feel like they need to really sort of gain some momentum on T-Show here, otherwise they're just going to end up being out-carried. Like, Luna and Tiny can't out-carry a Doom, Terrorblade, Lycan, Pugna. And even Dark Willow's good later on. And Dark Willow's got some phenomenal talents. Luna coming down the mid. Sanj and Yasha queued up. I mean, that is the item. Like, you need those stats. You need to be able to throw out some damage. It does look very poor in comparison to the Terrorblade Scatty, but they are sharing farm pretty much equally, so one last hit between them. Really is a close game. But a tactical game. Not a bloodbath like we've been seeing before. This game is more considered. Get those Chen creeps out of there. I'll come back to the Mummy Chen. Top lane, Freak's considering it. But Luccini are more than happy to let this game go on. To let T-Show just kind of waste time. They're just kind of farming up. Yeah, Luna's pretty chill. Got herself a Sanjin Yasha. Very nice item. Speed her up, slow other people down. Build up that speed deficit. BKB are now up on this Lycan, so Eclipse suddenly became less threatening, Tiny suddenly became less threatening, and split pushing just became more possible. And yeah, Spirit hasn't really roamed this game a whole lot. Like, T-Show do have a 4k advantage though. Like, these Tricores are doing better than the... Oh, talking of the Tricores, they have found the poison out onto the Doom, but now the Pugna just sucking away with that Doom onto the Venomancer, and now... Oh, they actually send it back to base!
attack.
Venomancer's gonna live.
Radiant's middle tower
Jesus,
is
Chen.
under attack.
Finding the sendbacks, the key spells. And Jericho surviving on very low health. Maybe I've talked too soon. Yes, I have. The toss is there. Freak, is he going to give any more away from this? And Sorth just going to get his health right back. And there comes a rock. Going to keep Freak alive for the time being. But I think Freak does die here. He tries to get the avalanche off, but cards doesn't quite manage. So who did we lose there? It was just a 1-for-1 trade. They did get a send back. That was a key setback. Doom was used. That is a big thing. So now we're actually going to go aggressive with the Luna here. And with the Eclipse, if they can kill the Terrorblade before he gets a Sunder. No, he does find that Sunder and able to tear apart Rhea. Meanwhile, Doom going down, but that is not the target. The Terrorblade is a target, but they can't find the last blow. There we go. The Lucid Beam comes down. Madara may be in trouble. He's actually able to get out, but they've got the target they wanted. And now Sword. Well, oh, Madara coming in. And actually, Mandy's dropping really low here. Mandy's going to drop. This is insane. Luccini find the turnaround kill. And Dun Hao finds himself very, very alone. Can they kill him? Yes, they can. The life drain just having enough range to finish him off. T-Show may well be going down. 5 heroes dead on T-Show, all for a Terrorblade. And this is the course. This is a multiple core lineup. Lycan, what's he doing in that fight? Was he pushing? No, he was fighting at the start and then had to back out. Doom, he's just found some farm and more importantly Pugner. He's got a blink dagger for sure. He might even just skip the blink and go straight BKB. Why not at this stage? You got 3.2k to cultivate. Oh, what a bad time for this fight as well. Just as Roshan respawns, and they're gonna have another one, and they're gonna give it to Lycan this time. Cheese going to the Pugner. This is bad. This is really, really bad. T-Show. I mean, so I liked the idea, right? You get the Doom used on the Venomancer. Venomancer gets back, but you still don't have your Poison Nova. So you're going into this fight without your Poison Nova, and that did actually turn out to be a huge factor this fight. And just kind of trying to fight around this awkward space here with the Luna coming in from this angle and the rest of your team coming in from this angle. I mean, with so much farm put into your Luna, it is very, very difficult for your team to hold this area here whilst your Luna tries to come around the side and do the damage. They did all end up dying, except for the Earth Spirit, who has more mobility, but the Chen went down, the Tiny went down. Like, I mean, Tiny's got items, but he's not that tanky. And Will just died to the Lycan and the Terrorblade. Well. Luccini take the 2k advantage, and let's just have a look at this one. It is a mighty peak and a mighty, mighty drop as well, as things go into Lucini's favor for the 3rd time in this game. Laning phase, mid game, now, and towards this late game. And something tells me that this might be the final time this net worth is staying on Lucini's side. Pings are out on Madara. Doom is available, so they need to bring him down quickly. Can they hold him still? The Terrorize will be there, but they have found the kill. Now the ulti coming up from Jimmerai. They don't even care. They're going to fight without the Doom. The Air Tiny chasing. Scatty is out onto Freak. There's really nothing he can do to survive this. He's just going to go down here. Chen, can he escape? I think they've got enough damage. Oh, they sure do. They sure do. Luna quivering in the tree lines. They're not going to find her, though. And now the creep's starting to fall in the middle lane. Luccini are on the attack. They have this metamorphosis. They want to make good use of it. Have the Manta as well. And look at these towers drop. My god, they have a Pugner. They've got everything right now. They've got it all. And up we go. Onto the high ground. And Lycan, he's still got this Aegis as well. So don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about him in the top lane. He's going to be fine. They are going to back out now that the Luna is back and... Well, I mean, Luna never died, but... Chen's back alive, and yeah, they're just happy to back out. Why force everything when you've got a Terrorblade and your team? And you've got a Lycan who's still got plenty of farm to get. You know, the Lycan is not in a good place to fight still. He's still waiting.
Almighty money.
So Doom, they actually haven't made fantastic use of Doom this game. I know. I think there's been 1 or 2 good ones on the Luna. Other than that, we haven't really seen a whole lot of dooms flying out. Meanwhile, in mid, Mandy's gonna run down. Jericho gonna take a lot of damage from these glaives here. We'll have to pop the Shadow Realm. Get some nice CS with it though, and Luna will take a tier 2, so this is brave. This is fighting into an Aegis and a Cheese, and they want to use this Aegis, don't they? So you may well see Lycan just running straight into the Chen here. No, not quite in position to do that. Oh, well, he's a little bit off the mark, but he's going to try it anyway. Excuse me. And now, well, they get the ulti off on the Venom before he is ulted, but the Doom does come down onto him. And now, my god, look at these two Titans fighting up. But Mandy actually appears to be winning, but he has got this cheese available. Mandy, this isn't a fight you want to be taking it. In comes J. Marie doing the damage. Mandy is going to get taken out, and she does have buyback available. Meanwhile, Freak is getting pinged. Do they have the sight? I don't think they do. And gonna just sunder up the Lycan there. Why not? He's got Aegis. You do not. Oh, Dunhow able to find a kill onto the Dark Willow in the backlines. So they end up losing 3. The Doom does go down. Dunhow just rolling out of there. Very difficult hero to catch indeed. But middle lane, Metamorphosis, Cheese, Wolves available, Howl available, Necro's on cooldown, but that's about all you can say. It's not going well for Luccini right now. Here we go, Metamorphosis.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Roll forwards. Rock gonna be thrown as well onto both heroes. Quite a nice rock. There's the Poison Nova as well. J. Marie's gonna drop quite quickly. Reflection is causing everything to go crazy. And Terrorblade, he's getting low, but he's still got this cheese, and J. Marie is back, and all he wants to do is push some racks. Terrorblade getting low. He doesn't get off his cheese, he goes down. Lycan's gonna drop as well. Oh dear. Jeez. Alrighty then, so T-Show managed to get the defense. I think they were relying quite a lot on that cheese. But yeah, just stun lockdown. All these spells used in Lycan and Terrorblade has no buyback. T-Show are just running mid right now. 36 minutes in, but there's no buyback on the Terrorblade. Can they defend without this? No Doom available either? I mean, they're going to actually go in through bottom. Now to terrorize onto the Tiny. And Mandy, up we go, and look at the damage coming through. The Fortify is going to be forced, and back they get the Cursed Crown onto Mandy. They don't want to be a sitting duck. And in we go. They have a large toss combo. They're going on the Doom. Can they take him out in time? It doesn't look like they can. Sword with the live trade. Going to try and heal up his Doom, but it's not quite enough as the glaives come through from Mandy. Forced into the fight. That was ballsy, but now J. Marie popping that ultimate. Going to go for the Luna here. Now if J. Marie dies, this is going to be really, really big, but they just send back the Luna. They're actually not interested in fighting this, and with a rock, it's going to mean Venomancer survives a little bit longer. But J. Marie just chasing down, and they do survive the push without... Oh, well, Shen falls, but they do survive the fight without their Terrorblade. And Terrorblade's now back, and once again, that net worth leader back in the game. Ooh, okay, so, I mean, the problem you have here with Luccini is they keep losing their other heroes in the fights, and they can't really push just the Terrorblade and the Lycan with all the members from T-Show up. I mean, they're not taking the Vice convincingly enough, and, you know, yes, they have the Cursed Crown, they have the Bramble Maze, they have these kind of creeps, but right now they are lacking that catch. They're lacking the slowdown. You know, the Scatty is nice, it's helping them, but beyond that, it's very difficult to actually slow anybody down enough, especially these fast heroes like Luna, with the Chen sendbacks as well. And, you know, Tiny getting the Shadow Blade, just running out of these, and their Spirit just rolling around all over the place. He's pretty free in these fights. He takes a long time to go down because they don't have the tools to shut him down. So I feel like they might want to consider a Slide the Vise or maybe an Abyssal or something. Just help them finish off a couple more kills in these fights, because they're winning the fights, but they're just not getting the key pickups they require, and they're also losing heroes in the backlines. So BKB hasn't actually I mean, BKB's not a tremendous item in this game. You've got the Pugner, and he could just life drain through the BKB, so the only thing that really stops the Nether Blast and pretty much the entirety of Dark Willow's spells. Ping's coming out though. They're centering up for the final fight. I mean, we've got no more Aegis. We do have cheese available on the Terrorblade, but yeah, the Lycan did fall. And oh, Roshan's actually up now. Wonder if they know. And it's a refresher shard Rosh as well. And here we go, jumping forwards onto the Terrorblade here. Can they kill him? He gets his BKB off in time. He does use the Metamorphosis, and he does have the Sunder available. Will use it onto Rhea here as they aren't able to bring him down, actually. They're chasing better targets. They want Mandy. This is a target. Venomancer does die to Sword all the same. Mandy trying to get out of this one. What can she do? Where can you go? The Centaur is chasing, but no, she's too fast for that. Meanwhile, they're actually going to settle. Oh no, Doom actually goes down to Dunhao and the Chen, in fact. Mandy actually turning around, meaning back up with their team, and they find the kill onto Sword here. Now Jane Marie coming through, trying to do the damage to Luna. Luna's got those glaives, so she'll be able to take down all these little creeps in the Netherward as well. And now the stun is out onto Jane Marie. They can't quite find him. The roll forward is not on point. Meanwhile, the Terrorblade's actually died in the backlines. They can't find Jane Marie though. He gets the Urn off, but I don't think that's going to be enough to bring him down. Howl is used, a victory howl, I don't know, but no Terrorblade, no Doom. T-Show. They got to be feeling it right now. That was a big team fight for them. That was a huge team fight for them, in fact. Luna at least makes it back into her own high ground. Ah, this was the point of the howl, to push out the creeps. And they're gonna lose middle racks, but yeah, and they got. They have nothing to push with. They got no creeps to push with. So what do you do? It doesn't matter. The Terrorblade's dead. They can't push base. They could go to Roshan if they knew it was up, but well, they definitely need to go to Roshan. And Dunhal will now scout it up. Just lets them know it's here. They actually just sit in the Roshan pit. I mean, smoke used by the Dark Willow. And we have a gem on the Lycan, so yeah. That's great, just starting it off. The Wolves will see him. He's taking a lot of damage from Roche here. I feel like this is kind of a bit too clowny. I know he's got the Spirit Vessel more, but still. And Lycan, he's going to pop the ulti, and here we go. The Terrorize onto 3 into the pit, and now with the Bramble Maze as well, they are dropping like flies. Dunhow's the first one to drop. Tiny, he's doomed up. He goes down as well. And the return damage from the Luna is a bit, but J. Marie takes down everybody else. Luna actually got sent back, I think, and now comes the Venomancer just using that ulti, trying to do what he can. There's stuff on the floor. There's so much stuff on the floor, and the rock comes through. The Aegis is still down, but the Terrorblade is able to pick it up. And the send back actually onto the Venomancer. He lives as well. Chen just making the plays here, saving so many. It looks so bad, but there was a buyback I think used. Who bought back? There's actually no buybacks left in the game. Meanwhile, bottom barracks are under attack from creeps, and Sword will be able to deal with those before they drop. So who used buyback in that fight? Luna did not. I swear someone did. Oh, the Pugner did. That fight? No, Chen did. Okay, yeah, the Chen was caught inside the pit and blew the buyback to get back into that fight. Jeez, what a game. 43 minutes into it. Back and forth. I mean, let's take a look at this graph. We are all over the place. This is SA Dota at its finest. These two teams battling it out for a chance to play SG.
I'll take that.
Lycan's popped his ulti. I don't really know why. I guess it's just for the speed and his creeps to start pushing stuff out. It's a pretty, like, we've only lost one barrack this entire game, and there's one on 20 health as well, so someone could just send in a creep to deal with that. One of the Lycan creeps with Howl should have enough damage to finish it off.
What have we here?
Rhea. I know you've got a haste rune, but Dara comes forwards. He does not have the Doom available. Actually, if this happens, Harbor, which I didn't see. Oh yeah, Refresher Shard Doom, of course. Forgot about that one, but that's pretty huge.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
This Terrorblade, how much fatter can he get? He's got an MKB in his backpack for when his Aegis runs out. Or gets used up. But then again, Luna's farming very well as well. I mean, just looking at CS as well, like Luna has actually managed to stay on top, but of course the Terrorblade's been involved in all these successful team fights. Taken a lot of towers as well.
Almighty money.
Venomancer just throwing down the bananas when needed. And it's going to be a 5-man smoke. They can get the Doom here, it would be huge, but Doom's just blinked away. He's not interested. Just looking at the site, I mean, Radiant, this is their first aggressive ward in a long time. And the Dire, well, they've only got one defensive ward up, so... And one here as well, just to see in case anybody's trying something fancy. Luna. Basically a glorified crazy cat lady. Rides around on her little... I don't know what it is. Leopard? I don't know. They're being followed as well by wolves. 3 wolves are following her, in fact. She doesn't even know about 2 of them. Top tower's under siege. Terrorblade is just doing his thing and takes it very, very quickly. They're pinging out top. I'm fairly sure, like, Luccini are not just going to let top fall. Any big items coming out before this fight? We got the AC on the Tiny. He's had that for a while, and the MKB as well. That is your Aeon disc on the Pugna going down, and meanwhile Luna, oh I like that, just sending her in, finish the barracks and send her back to base with the Chen. Classy move. Now, anyway, let's look at some items again, because we didn't quite get through them all. Of course, Doom's got that Refresher Shard now. The Heaven's Halberd. What else? Anything else? I mean, Veno's got a Lincoln's. What's that used to pop her Lincoln's? Might have been Cursed Crown. Yep. Cursed Crown to pop the Lincoln's. Try and get the Doom off, but didn't quite manage it. It was close though. I mean, Mandy has, so she's actually got quite a few cheap items. Like the Butterfly is basically the only like really big item she has. Like Sanji Dash is quite budget, Lincoln Sphere is quite budget. She's also got 5.8k to boot. Like she's hitting for around 400, which is probably similar to what the Terrorblade's hitting for when he buffs Metamorphosis. Mandy is going to get fitted up, and now the Doom actually comes out onto the Earth Spirit. He's refreshed it. Who does he go for next? He actually uses it on the Rhea, but it gets cancelled. Meanwhile, in the bulk of the fight, Dunhow gets taken down. So they've at least finished off that Ember Spirit who's doomed up, but a full disengage from T-Show. Now the Aegis runs out, and what? Oh, the illusion. Yeah, got it. Yeah, now the Aegis runs out. I don't know. I don't think Luccini can push here. They think they can. There's no Earth Spirit, sure, but you got no Doom. He doomed a Lincoln Sphered hero. Tiny jumping in, nearly actually dying. They use the Chen trick, and Madara will just take that barracks, forcing out a BKB, in fact, from Madara. That's quite nice for them. And Sword coming quite far forward there, but now the Aeon Disc and the Sunder is out. And of course, he's got the 4-second Sunder, so Sunder is off cooldown again. OS Frog, what is this? Ridiculous. There you go. Yeah, 0 mana cost and off cooldown every 5 seconds. Come at me.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
Come at me. And I mean, you know, the 300 Metamorphosis attack range is good, but the Sunder cooldown is just insane. What are the level 25s have we got? Well, the other people in the 25 club is we've... Oh, he's gone for the toss charges. Nice. Tiny, playing it interesting. Luna. And she has gone for the 25% lifesteal, no surprises there. Lycan. Plus 600 Howl hero health. Oh, okay, so that's why he was howling earlier, I guess. I didn't know that was the thing. But there you go. And everybody's just backing off. Like, they don't want to fight without Doom. There's no reason to fight without Doom.
Haste.
How is this game going to end? I mean... Obviously, I favor Luccini in this late game scenario, but with buybacks and everything, it's not that clear cut, and Tiny's got some serious items now. Like, he can really blow someone up if he gets some lucky crits. Anybody else in that 25 club? Not yet, but Pugner will be there soon. And he's got the option of plus 200 Nether Blast damage. I mean, plus 1.75 Nether Ward damage per mana is like, it doubles it, but it's not good in the first place, so I don't really know why you would pick that over plus 200 Nether Blast damage. I think doubles that as well. Sorry, no, not even quite, but puts it at 525 magical nuke on a 5-second cooldown, does damage to buildings, so that's fair and balanced. Lycan popping the ulti, coming in the back lines, but they're going deep on the side of T-Show and the Eclipse. Well, there goes that Aeon disc, and actually they don't really find anybody with the Eclipse, so now the Dark Willow comes out of her form. She will not go down though, and Luna needs to get back to the fight. Who can she take out? But look at this Terrorize, it's beautiful coming through. J-Marie, they're just able to take chunks out of Luna, and she just can't turn around and fight. The Terrorize deals with her. Now the heroes need to get out. They do have buyback on the Lina. Raya, he's got no escape mechanisms here. He's just going to drop. Elder... Yeah, the Earth Spirit is well out of here. Meanwhile in middle lane, Freak has had to just TP and get rid of those creeps, but really was a botched fight there. I mean, Luna, she realized too late that she was going for the unimportant targets who she would actually have to work very, very hard for. All the while, the cores would be fighting it up against the supports and this Tiny, which just wasn't a fight they were going to win. So she needed to get back to the bulk of the fight and come back down through this way. And then she got stunned up right here in the middle of everything and then terrorized. And the Terrorize sent her back in this direction because it sends you back the most efficient way to base. It's just literally like you right click straight in the middle of base. And unfortunately, that led her on a path of death, away from her own team. Now Luna, caught out, will try and turn it around, but this is a buyback and metamorphosis on the Terrorblade, looking very scary indeed. Meanwhile, Lycan, he is trying to deal with bottom lane. Terrorblade just chasing heroes around, just trying to make space. Luna gonna realize the issue here and chase J-Marie away. And up at top, they're making work on that tower as well. So Luna, she's got to stay at bottom and defend, but they don't have the heroes to defend top. So unfortunately, they're going to at least lose one lane of racks. But
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Luna has the eyes on the prize. These Lycan Wolves going to go for it. Yeah, they are. Why not? Deal some damage to the melees. Why not? And they're actually coming into this fight as they jump straight in with the Terrorblade. Does find the Sunder. Freak. I think they just about got... No, he's actually dead. He rides back. Raya, he's taking a lot of damage here. Is he going to be the first to fall in this... Second to fall in this fight? Madara actually getting punched back. They will find the kill on Madara. They look quite scared to commit to this. As Dunhow in the middle of it all being life drained up. Jericho dropping really low just to this poison. They will find the... Earth Spirit, but J-Marie, he pops the ulti. He's trying to run away. And I don't think he's going to go down. The Dark Willow was also able to survive, so this was 2 lanes of racks. Mega creeps are out, and yeah, I mean they do defend against mega creeps. They've got a Tiny and a Luna, but I don't really know here, guys. I don't think they've got much of a chance anymore. It's too difficult. I mean, they could go for one final push, but the 2 big cores aren't even dead. It's just the Pugner. And then the kind of semi-core Doom, who actually has more farm than Pugner at the end of the game. Did he go for the... Yeah, he went for the Devour bonus score. That's pretty good. Any more members to the 25 club? Pugner did hit it and went straight for the Nether Blast damage. They're actually going to run down mid. I mean, yeah. It's about all they can do. Maybe they'll win. They've got Doom available when Doom is back. Pugner doesn't have buyback. You know, it's a 5-on-4 fight. And Jericho just gets blown up. Luna, she's going for the base. Terrorblade running in. He used that reflection. Look at the Lunar Illusions doing so much damage to the Terrorize as well, scaring them all back. Mandy ramping in, using that Eclipse. If they can lock down the Terrorblade, yes they can. He does have the buyback available. Will use it immediately. Madara able to get the Doom off on the Luna. That is the key target to Doom. Meanwhile, the Bedlam coming through. Another reflection. This is telling them the Terrorblade is back, and he manages to find the kill onto the Chen. Raya is going to go down. Luna having to run back and defend because Lycan is just trying to backdoor this thing. Can he get the Ancient? It looks like maybe he might. He's doing the damage. Yes, he will. They've got nothing to pass a BKB. He gets it. Oh my god. Luccini taking Game number 3. Marie Dota. Doom throwing out the trash dog, but what a way to end it. Luccini finally managed to take it. T-Show, they were so full of confidence there for that final push. They really thought they could do it, and they got the pick up straight away onto Jericho, but unfortunately, there was just too much damage going around, and then they realized that J. Marie wasn't even there. He was just backdooring the whole time, went straight for the Ancient, and they did not have anything to pierce that BKB. So the Lycan just deals a finishing blow all by himself. Well, Luccini going through in spectacular fashion, nonetheless. Jeez, that was, I mean, let's have a look at this graph. I mean, well, win percentage, it puts it clearly in Luccini's favor. But yeah, the gold just spiking up there at the end due to the buybacks and everything. But T-Show were in such a strong position to win this game, and I honestly thought they needed to be punished way more for this super greedy laning phase on Luccini. But T-Show, they just couldn't find it in the end. They just couldn't find it. Jesus, that was close. And looking through in the end, I mean, the Lycan didn't buy like a rapier or anything super clutch at the end there. No, just the boost of travel just before the end there, and jump in and get it done. Also, refresher orb on the Terrorblade, interestingly, for the double refraction, I guess. Did buy that and actually use it, so I don't know. But there you go. Game is over. Luccini win. They're going to go through to face off SG, but right now we've got Mad Kings versus Infamous coming up next. So that's a pretty hype SA match. Two of the biggest teams, in fact, probably I'd say Mad Kings versus SG is the big final we're expecting, but who knows, anything can happen. It's SA Dota. Don't go anywhere. My name's been NomadCasts. If you enjoyed the cast, please throw me a follow on Twitter. I'll be back shortly with the next series.